As we gather here today to celebrate our 76th Independence Day, I wish all my fellow Indians and every member of our family of lawyers and judges and the staff a happy Independence Day on this momentous occasion. 15th August 1947, the day when our collective struggle for freedom stood vindicated and our national soul found its utterance. After 76 years, our tricolor flutters in the heady winds of liberty and equality. There have been times when the wind has stood still and there have been storms on the horizon. But the flag hearkens us back to the collective glories of the past and summons the will to continue them in the present. It beckons us to allow the constitutional ideals and values in our lives to flourish. It serves as a symbol of our collective heritage and guides us towards our future aspirations. I can't tell you what a great honor it is for me to stand before you as the Chief Justice of this great court. I remember the days when I would be coming here as a young junior to hear the speeches by the Chief Justice, the judges, eminent lawyers, the Attorney General included, and now to be in this transformative role where I have to address you makes my heart flutter. Our independence marked our transition from imperialism to an independent nation based on the ideals of republicanism and democracy. Our founding leaders set the national priorities and visualized the institutional apparatus to bring out a social, political, and economic change. To enable this change, our constitution institutionalizes a model of governance with Parliament, the executive, and the judiciary at the helm. However, other institutions such as the family, the media, schools and universities, our bureaucracy, political parties, and voluntary organizations also have an important role in bringing about a fundamental change in the structure of our society. Why does this annual event, which is held by the SCBA, of such great prominence and significance in our lives? This truly is the national bar. SCBA is not a bar for Delhi. All of you have come here from different parts of the country in search of a better life, but in dedication to the cause of the nation. And I realize, particularly when we have your members who have joined us on the bench, of the great wisdom and learning which you and practice in your bar gives to your members, and we realize that when they sit with us on the bench of the Supreme Court. But equally, it is important, I think, for us to recognize the fact that the Supreme Court bar, as the leading bar of the country, stands for the protection of the rule of law. Without you, the lawyers, and without your fearlessness, and without your independence, we as judges would be really ciphers in the sands of time. When I get even an innocuous request from a member of the bar, sometimes wholly misconceived, for taking up a matter immediately on the same day, I yet hear it very, very carefully and assign a bench at the earliest opportunity. Because irrespective of an outcome of the case, I believe the real strength of our system is granting access to justice to our citizens. That sense of confidence of the individual, that an arbitrary arrest, a threatened demolition, maybe a pension which is attached unlawfully, must find a solace and voice in the judges of the Supreme Court. Our freedom struggle offered a constitutional space for the marginalized and the downtrodden to raise their voice against the structures and influences of a hegemonic social structure It enjoined the institutions of governance to proactively respond to the sufferings of the people to do justice. If we glance at the last 76 years, we realize that each institution has contributed to the strengthening of our nation's soul. And it is important that we recognize that all the institutions of the nation, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, are associated in the common task of nation building. This momentous day should serve as an occasion to recalibrate our collective goals and institutional aspirations. Our Constitution envisages an important role for the judiciary to ensure that the institutions of governance function within defined constitutional limits. Moreover, the courts provide a safe democratic space for individuals to seek protections of their lives and liberties. The Supreme Court particularly has been the vanguard of institutional governance by enhancing access to justice and promoting constitutional values. But as all of us judges know, a judge or a judgment is as good as a lawyer who appears before the court. So in the work which we do, we find enhancement in your traditions, in the ideals of the bar, in the independence of the bar. The past 76 years suggest that the history of the Indian judiciary is the history of the daily life struggles of Indian people.